Man on the ledge says he gonna jump. People gather around, said he won't. He's just a chump because he lost his job. Then he got robbed. His mortgage is due and his marriage is through. He said he ain't gonna pay no child support because the people left him without a second thought. He got nothing to eat, no shoes on his feet. They even left his clothes down in the street. New York. Too many people, too much. Too many people, too much. New York. Too many people, too much. Anyway, hey, people, what's going on? Yeah, so we need to talk about the baby New York issue. We got baby New York issues, and I don't even know why y'all brains do what it do. Is New York taking babies? Yeah, New York taking babies. What kind of question is that? Where y'all come from? New York been taking babies with every single state since the beginning of time. Do. Too much. Too many people, too much. I'm going to park in a minute, and then I'm going to tell y'all it's going viral. New York taking babies. Oh, damn it, the hardware store is closed. Oh, you got to be kidding me. Ah! All right. Anyway, we're going to talk about New York. Let me pull over. Too many people, too much. I'm down by law. I know my way around. Too much. Too many people, too much. Yeah, I don't remember the other verses, but man on the ledge says he gonna jump. People gather around, said he won't. He's just a chump. I already did that one. He lost his job. Then he got robbed. His mortgage is due, and his marriage is through. So now, here we go. I'm just gonna pull over right here. Pull to a place where I can yell and scream, and nobody can see. Because I might have to scream. I might have to yell. I might have to open my mouth. I don't understand why is it so hard for people to believe that they're denying people from getting their babies. You know, is that what's happening? I don't know. I don't actually really care. I'm gonna tell y'all if y'all fall in the thread why I shared what I did. I'm just gonna just break it down for you how all of this happened. Got a message said they're not letting people go into New York hospital or hospitals with an S unless they had a passport, unless they had a machination. All right. To me, that's a problem. All right. Is it true? That's up to you. You know, your brain can figure that out. All right. I'm dealing with child custody issues and having worked with advocacy for child protection taking babies. I already told you they taking babies. They've been taking babies for the longest time. It's not a thing. It shouldn't be a stretch of the imagination where they would say, well, we own the children and you're going to do what we tell you to do, or we're going to take the children. All right. They've been doing that to poor people a long time. I don't know why people can't get that. All right. New York is the children are a ward of the state. All right. It has nothing to do with New York. It has to do with the ignorant control of a powerful oligarchy. How do you control the people? By controlling their children. You take them and people do whatever the hell you want to do. So is New York taking back? Hell yes. And so is Michigan. So is Washington, D.C. So is Washington State. Texas doing it too. They've been taking children a long time. All right. That's how they get down. That's how you control people. You know, but in this particular scenario, I posted it. Right. And of course, then, got some people come along and, oh, well, it's not true. It's fake internet news. I called the hospital. Okay. So, all right. So, and I'm going to tell y'all this because this is what I did. And maybe, it'll help you out. I don't really, some people don't get it and they really care. And some people are just trolling you. All right. So I took 5 minutes out of my busy day to try to help people. Because some people actually, they really do care. And they're just ignorant of how things work here. And so I went over to the news article, right? And I looked at it and I was like, oh, damn it, this clickbait. Right? Because that was my first, it's like, this is kind of clicky, man. It's like somebody put up a website just to get some clicks. Right. But I said, oh, wait a minute. Oh, they got a Twitter thread here. Okay, well, let's go on to the Twitter thread. Click the Twitter thread, went to some doctor, Jigabaga Booga Booga, something like that. Said, okay, well, it looked like it might be a doctor, but it's Twitter. So this actually could be a junk man with a doctor profile. I looked at his history. Said, oh, this guy is a doctor. Oh, no, he actually is a real doctor, right? You click and you go over to ResearchGate, And you can see him talking and posting an article. Okay, so this is a legitimate doctor. So why would a legitimate doctor say that they're not releasing babies, but they are releasing babies, right? And so you go down the thread and you see, oh, okay, people calling the hospital saying, no, we're not, that didn't happen. We're not doing that. That didn't happen. And I'll explain my bias. I worked in corporate America a long time. I sit there and watch corporations lie every damn day, even sign NDAs stuff I couldn't talk about of them lying. So when it comes to a corporation, a hospital that might be lying versus a human that might be lying, I'm always going to side on the side of the human that's lying. I will always stand up for the little people. I will always stand up for the little man, right? Because that's what we're supposed to do. Why the hell would I stand with a corporation? I'm not a corporation. I'm not a hospital. I'm always going to stand by people because personally, I don't get where the doctor's going to get any money for lying. I don't get what a doctor, I don't understand his vested interest in being caught as a lying person on Twitter. So I know something's to the story. I don't know the story, but I know something's to the story. And then so you go down the thread and you say, oh, well, I called the hospital and they said, that ain't true. I'm saying, all right, no, we need to see the details. So I finally got down to where someone called the hospital and they posted the details. Say, well, we have a policy of not letting people without a passport in the hospital. I said, okay, I already know what happened. You don't have to be a rocket scientist at that point to realize what happened. Okay. So, well, first of all, a hospital can't turn around a pregnant woman, right? If you are pregnant and you just popping out, baby head, eyes, forehead, just about to come out, and oh no, woman, you can't come in here till you get a passport and we inject you. She gonna kill you, okay? She gonna kill you, the nurse next to you, and the person with that pad, okay? She gonna shoot the doctor. Have you ever seen a baby be born, y'all? Y'all ever seen? The last thing you don't listen. You get in the way of a pregnant woman, you gonna die. You supposed to die. That's how that works. The woman about to have a baby. Have you gotten in the way of a husband and a baby about to pop out? All right, listen, we don't even have to go to the woman. Y'all already know I think women crazy. Y'all already know. I know. No, I don't think. I know. They're supposed to be. We made them that way. Listen, if you got in my way of my baby being born as I'm trying to get to the hospital, you ain't gonna make it. You can call Stat EU Blue. Beep, Stat, help. You can call the police. They not gonna get there in time. All right, we gonna have this baby, and when we done having this baby, you can take me to jail. All right, we can do that. But we gonna have this baby. So, but anyway, once you see the policy, okay, we have a policy of not letting people in here without a passport. You can probably stitch together in here about 4 or 5 scenarios of probably what might have happened. And this is one of them, right? Emergency, this is the nearest hospital, pregnant mom, get her in here, let's get the baby. Is she machinated? Maybe she lied. Maybe she was smart. And she said, yeah, of course I am. And they checked the papers later after the baby was born. No, you're not. You got to leave. Or she got in, it was just a rush thing. And this is just a scenario, you guys. I'm just throwing it out there. I'm going to tell you, this is how my brain works. Okay, but I can see where somebody could get in there and have a baby. I can see a scenario where something's wrong with the baby at the hospital that you're at that does not have such an ignorant policy, and they need to transfer the baby from this hospital to this. They put the baby in the thing called a helicopter. It's got this whirly thing on top, and it flies from one hospital, goes to the next. And so now the parents at that hospital, when she done, she gonna go to the other hospital. I got to go get my baby and say, oh, no, lady, you can't come in here because you don't have a health passport. So this is why it was worth the 5 minutes of looking into this and the damn 15-minute video and trying to explain it, even though the damn hardware store is closed, is that you can see very easily how this can blow up, right? Like I joke because it's fun. What's going to happen ain't going to be fun, all right? We just went through, was it 2 years ago with the Floyd guy? Insurrection in every city in the United States. And that's supposed to happen. Not for Floyd, don't get me wrong. I'm not into whether he's a saint or he's a criminal camp. I really don't care. The point is, when people are pissed off, when the pot's bubbling over and there's kerosene buckets under the fire, damn it, don't go start kicking stuff around, making ignorant policies because you can blow things up. It only takes that feather to break the camel's back. So the fact that you got hospitals that are allowed to only operate in our country because we built the mother hubbers. We built them, all right? We paid for them and we built them on tax money and physical labor. And you're going to tell a construction worker or somebody who built, oh, well, no, you can't have no baby here unless you have this experiment on you. All right. Do you know that that can start a war? It doesn't take much. You know, it doesn't take much. World War I, it doesn't take much. It only takes a little bit, right? People already pissed off. It's America. People already crazy. All right. They're already chomping at the bit to have an excuse. And you can see how that post went viral, right? Not mine, but the original one. And everybody's chomping in, retweeting, going crazy because people are angry, right? You are threatening to make them second-class citizens. You are literally doing black codes and Jim Crow. And because it's in your flavor, you're okay with it. But you weren't okay with it 200 years ago, 150 years ago. People are waiting for you to give them excuse. Don't give them one. Don't be an ignorant hospital. You're joining in on a political powder keg. Do you see what I'm saying? This is why it was worth my 5 minutes looking into it and my 15 minutes in this quick video. People are on edge. They're waiting to pop, right? And, you know, like Dave Chappelle said it, bro. Like, listen, America is about to pop. We need to let some air out this ball. You're not going to let air out the ball joining an ignorant team telling people, oh, you can't get your baby unless we experiment on you. You know, you can say psych later, but after Bobo and Tink Tink and everybody in the car heading down there, you're not going to say psych when they get there. You ain't going to say psych when the good old boys arrive. It's going to be too late. And now you got violence blowing up. You don't know who's fighting who, what's happening. People shooting guns, bombs dropping, people yelling, screaming. The police are coming. They don't know what's coming. National Guard's coming. Next thing you know, people are on the radio. The militia gets involved. And next thing you know, this damn thing is out of control. That's why I give a damn. All right. That's why I post the things that I do. It's not about whether we know exactly what happened in that scenario. You have hospitals who are joining in political bullshizzle that might end up getting us all killed. You see what I'm saying? And that's why I handled the person, a good sister, you know, but the way that I did, which was, it's not about whether or not you know what happened or I know what happened. It's about they have a policy that needs to get undone. It needs to get addressed immediately. We built this world together. We built this society together. And if you think you're going to make another group of second-class citizens, we're going to burn the world down. All right. You understand about we? And I'm just saying we're all connected. I'm not saying I'm into violence or anything like that. I'm just saying that if you try to create the black codes again, this society coming to an end. You're not going to get ice cream, go to the movies next week. This mother's going to light. This is a time for wisdom. This is a time for saying, no, this isn't a good idea. The hospitals having that policy is a very bad idea. It can easily blow up into something that can get out of control. All right. That's why I care. That's why I posted what I did. That's why I spent the time and I went to the website and I went to the Twitter and I went to ResearchGate to see if he's a real doctor, use some common sense, put two and two together that, okay, well, we don't know the details of this scenario. It'll come out eventually. But right now, should we be allowing places that we all use universally to engage in this political nonsense? And the answer is no, not now. Not now. I mean, New York is already in bad enough state. All right. There's already tensions are high. You've already got 72,000 heroes, medical professionals who understand the profession of medicine, do no harm, that aren't getting involved in this stuff. And those are pro-V, 72,000 people, and they're pro-V. They don't want to do the pro-E. So, but I get it, right? Like I'm not even saying that the people who created the policies are bad people. They're ignorant people. They're not bad people. I don't think, not in my mind. I think that they think that they're doing the right thing. They think that they're helping you. They think that they are helping the baby. They're very, very scared into creating policies because they think it's going to help. But it's not, right? Everyone's got their own experiences from their own environments, and they try to do their best. But when you are separating parents from their children, they're going to kill all us, okay? And they're supposed to. There's some things you just don't do. You just don't get involved. Say, hey, we're a hospital. We're not getting involved in this political nonsense. We are here to help. If you are hurt, we're going to help you. If you're dying, we're going to save your life. And this is why people actually get involved in the medical industry. All right, I'm going to see if there's any not good comments. They're all good comments, but I'm in a hurry. I got to eat dinner. It's too hard to explain. It's too much is happening. I can do it really quickly in a video. All right. So that's my point. You're having a Grandmaster Flash moment. Nope. That's Escape from New York. It's too many. It's too many people. It's too much, Tracian. It's too many people. It's too much to have policies that can start a civil war. All right. There you are again. Yep. Just for a minute, Ivana. I'm just about to go. I'm just skipping through, see if there's anything that is important. Did you shave? That's important. Yeah, I did. Wow, he's clean. Oh, y'all, I'm trying. We trying to stop a civil war, Rick. Damn it, Rick. What you doing? Don't engage with that commentary. You need to use bullets in those. Whoa, Amy ain't playing. Well, yeah, I don't know if you being serious, but we need to be careful. Take those babies. They've been taking babies a long time, Lisa Evans. They've been taking them along. They have not stopped. They started that when they first stole the country with the Native American children. Then they started taking the Irish children. They started taking the African children. And they've been taking, they now got laws. They can take any children they want. And this is what's weird for me, Lisa, is why people think it's like news. It's not. They've been taking babies since the beginning. All right. Usually, mostly they take the poor people babies. That's why the middle class don't give two damns, nor the upper class. But they've been taking babies. Babies are awards of the state. The state owns them. All right. And in this scenario, I'll say that I kind of think it's a rogue policy. I do, in that hospital, and somebody did something that they probably shouldn't do. And when it went viral, the hospital had that quick meeting, because I've been in those hospital meetings, by the way. Yeah, I've been in the meetings. Oh, we need to talk to PR, talk to legal, get legal on the phone. Everybody gets the teleconference. And then, okay, what are we going to say? How are we going to respond? Well, it's already gone viral. Well, what are y'all doing? Well, we got a policy where we don't let people in here unless they got the passport. You got a what? Unless you do a who? Like, listen, we are a for-profit institution. We ain't got no time for this politics. You gonna get us all killed? No, the answer is no. We're not denying people from having their babies, and no, stop it. This is exactly what you say. And they word the response in that way. But the good thing about that one call is they admitted to the policy. So you can see what happened. But it's important that people do get upset and people respond this way in case any other hospitals are that ignorant. And if I'm wrong, it's not that one hospital, but there's something deeper in the state. Then is that acceptance that we allowed this, right? Who was it? World Health Organization create that list of pandemic laws that almost all states passed, and they did this in every country that's a part of them, where they're giving unprecedented powers to state during pandemic times, right? So this could have just been one of those lines, and that hospital actually invoked that. What do I think happened, though? I think that they called the police. I think that they got their baby, but it was too late. They already called that doctor, and that doctor, or the doc talked to the doctor. That's why the doctor tweeted it. Things have been cleaned up, and it's probably all gone, and people are quiet. And I'm sure that hospital's like, look, because I've been in the meetings too. Look, all right, our staff was a little overzealous. What is it going to take for us to not be involved in this? For y'all just to be quiet. We don't want your names. We're going to deny everything. And it's like, oh no, you just pain and suffering. We couldn't get our baby for damn near 4 hours. We need about 4 million. And the hospital cut a check, because that's what PR is worth. And that might be why things are quiet. I mean, I don't know. But the point is that we as a family have to address these things, because us addressing these things might be the only thing that stops a war, right? Again, very caring and loving people on the other side who don't understand what can happen, right? Because they're in their own little world. They're watching CNN or MSNBC, and it's just so brainwashed in their head that they're saving grandmama and they're doing the right thing, and the state is on their side, and we just got to do the right thing. It's a general consensus all over the world. Everybody agrees, and they'll never know that there are a lot of scientists and doctors that disagree. The 72,000 medical professionals in New York that disagree, and those are the ones who can walk away from the money. There's a lot in New York who went along with it that don't agree with it, and they understand, but they need the money, right? So it's a discussion, right? It's a discussion, it's a talk, whether or not Jim Crow is a good idea in this flavor, whether or not the black codes are a good idea in this flavor, or there are common spaces for society for the whole family to go and engage in, right? But if you got this idea, you might get away with kicking people out the movie theaters because they got healthy skin, or you can say black skin, however you want to do it. or the immigrants, however you want to say it, because it's just a different flavor of the same ignorance. Um, and you might be able to kick them out of concerts. But if you kick them out of a place that has their baby or could save their life, um, you better be locked and loaded. Because after that starts, you ain't gonna put that genie back in the bottle. All right. I will say it again. It's always been about taking care. It has song Renee, and you understand that. A lot of people don't understand that, right? They're scared and they're shaking in their boots and they don't understand what this can blow up to. Um, there's literally thousands of doctors and nurses that have been let go. Yeah. Wait until they start telling what's really going on. And I think they've already have Lee Houston. I just think that we're being very well censored against the doctors and nurses and medical professionals who are speaking up now who don't have jobs, which is a beautiful thing if you think about it. Because now you just got 72,000 whistleblowers who gonna blow the hell out that whistle. Big Pharma's in trouble. Right? This is a revolution. They walked away. These people gonna speak what they. It's one thing again. This is why I don't listen to people in the profession. I don't really care what they got to say. I really don't care what the CDC or who got to say because they're in the profession and making money. The people who are working, right? There's only so much they're going to say. I worked in corporate America too. I was in many industries, and I got that same demeanor. You listen to people after they're gone because they've seen the inside, and now they ain't getting the money. They can speak the honest truth. So, interesting things going to happen if people are paying attention. But I guarantee you, most of those 72,000, their Twitter, their Instagrams, all that stuff is going to start being disappeared. So when you see these people go live, you need to watch it immediately and learn what you can, record it if you can, because they're going to delete it. And not only that, but share it, follow them. These people are heroes. We literally got set. And I don't know how we're going to follow all 72,000 heroes, but these people are heroes. And if you one of them, thank you. Thank you. From the bottom of my heart, you did the right thing. I wish I could spend a little more time on here, you guys. I got to go. Yep, they took ours in Georgia. They've been taking a lot of my friends here are still trying to get their children back. So I do got to get going. But if you are somebody who was in them numbers, who's being counted, not in New York, anywhere, thank you. I mean, really from the bottom of my heart, we really got to fix this industry. And if more people were like you, this would have never happened. We would have never gotten here. But it's people like you that's going to reverse this. People who aren't willing to take the bribe, they're not willing to take the money, and they're going to stand up for what's right to fix the industry. Because you went in that industry to help people. And you were helping people until you realize how dirty and corrupt it is. And my God, what will happen if I'm about to get a tear in my eye? Y'all see this? Man, I love y'all to death. What happened if the chemical industry follows your example? What will happen if the fast food industry follows your example? What will happen if the pesticide? What will happen if all the people who work for these criminal organizations that have been they're criminal now. They weren't started in criminality. They became this way over time. What happens if that actually becomes the floodgate of people stepping away and blowing the whistle on the dirty things their industries have been up to? The whole world gonna change. You see, you thought you were just walking away because you didn't want to get injected, but turns out you're going to change the world. So thank you. Thank you. A few more last couple comments, and I got to run. So the point came down to the policy, right? That's what it's about. It's not about the details. It's about the policy. If you got a policy of having a freedom passport to save people's lives, you are not a hospital. That's not what a hospital is. You don't believe in the Hippocratic Oath. Right? You are a political organization. You are not there to save lives. You are a political organization and you need to be shut down. Right? If I see a sign that says hospital, I expect people to be in there to save people's lives. I don't expect the crony a-holes to be in there who take big money from big pharma, big medical equipment, and have a policy of going along with the politics of their bullshizzle for their particular products. And if you ain't saving lives, that hospital sign need to come down because you're not there to save lives. You are a political organization engaging in politics. Can you imagine if it was your child? Oh, I can. Put yourself in that place. Lee Houston, I can, but I won't. Because I'm going to say things on here, they're going to delete my page today. Listen, man, no, whoever that was, I love you and I appreciate the fact that you did not do something stupid but I and Lee Houston probably would have done. All right. whoever you are, hopefully the hospital cut you a big check, millions of dollars, don't say nothing. Just don't even worry about it. But if you did the right thing, hopefully you got paid and you didn't do anything that sparked a violent action to occur, because people are waiting for that, and we got to let air out the ball. All right. Hospice. Oh, kill switch on the internet next. I think they got that, David Ditchett. I think they got that. What is that called? Dark winter, where they're going to shut it down. They're going to shut it down because this is a revolution. It wasn't televised, was it, Dave? This is actually a revolution. People just think, oh, it's people walking away because 72,000 anti-vaccine people who've been getting the vaccine and actually believe in it and got careers in it. They got some conspiracy theories on the internet. And they didn't. So they walked away from jobs paying between $60,000 and $200,000 a year because of conspiracy on the internet. Are you that stupid? Or because there was something very valid into the thing that they're doing that is very dangerous, and they decided my life is not worth this nonsense. All right. So, and Lori's one of them. I'm glad to see Lori been standing up long time. And that's what we did. The good thing is she was able to keep her job, but that day might be coming where she might not. And that's why we got to back up our medical professionals who truly believe in doing no harm. We got to get their backs. Extremely censored, and everybody's extremely programmed through corporate media. Yeah, and so am I, Monica. So am I. Like, it's everybody. This isn't a thing where I'm talking down to anybody. We've all been indoctrinated to this bullshit for a long time. Our subconscious have been programmed by the damn commercials. The only way we get out of this is when it comes to the medical profession. I speak the things I know. I research what I can, and I lean on people like Lori, the people I know in the medical industry. When this all happened, I made my very first phone call with somebody who worked on a flu shot. And I said, well, what do you think? And they were in whistleblower status. They had never blown a whistle, but they don't work in the industry anymore. So I knew that they would be honest about what they saw in the industry. And she said, don't go nowhere near it. Don't go nowhere near it. And I have that stance. And now I understand the science. I understand why she said that. Saying it while working in it. Yep. And some people can get away with that, and some people can't, right? But we got to back each other up wherever they are, because medical care needs to go back to being about medical care, not politics. It needs to be going back to saving grandma, not selling as many drugs and procedures to make as much money as possible. I don't know that I believe in state-sponsored medicine. I know I don't believe in that, but I know what we have is bullshit, right? You need to be there to save lives, and the people who need to save lives need to get a nice big fat check for saving lives, not for saving corporate profits and boosting stocks. If you cry, I'm going to cry with you, bro. Yeah, I try to do my best, Lee, to not go there. I try to take emotion out, but it's hard when you're talking about children, right? Taking people's children. It takes every one of us dissenting. It does. And I think we're going to get there, Laura. I think we're going to change the world. No, you're talking, no, now you're talking. Okay, I'm not sure what I said, but I appreciate it. Hopefully I said something that's helpful to the conversation. But to kind of sum it up, it's not about the details, it's about the policies. If they got policies that might actually start a violent thing happening in our country, then we got to strike it down. Doesn't matter what side we're on or anything. If you have a policy where you're not helping people and you have to remit a social contract with the people to help people, and you decide that you want to be a political organization, you got to get shut down. If you got a policy that could start a civil war, a revolution, or just a riot where a lot of people get hurt and killed, then that policy has to come to an end. So anyway, this is Gerard. Listen, I got to go on. Y'all have a great day. I love y'all to death. Is New York taking babies? Hell yeah. And so is Maryland, Southampton. I'm going to make up a few states. Kentucky, Wyoming, North Virginia, East Virginia, every state in the union, all of them have been taking babies, and they've been doing it a long time. It's time that we finally say, no, those babies are not wards of the state. They do not belong to you. You have no right to take them. They belong to the people who had them. And because the people here, when they first decided, met on that first date, and you've seen, ooh, good Lord Jesus. Oh, whoa, hey, now. You walking in them pants like, oh, man, we just going to have to get married and have some babies. When you see that guy, oh, Lord Jesus, Pretty Ricky, oh, we going to have to get some babies with this man. Before they had that baby, they knew there was a thing called a hospital and doctors who would help them have that baby. And because that was in place before they did the ookie nookie and the stinky winky and the stick the thing and thingy, they wouldn't have done it if they thought that you would deny them and steal their baby for political reasons. All right. I had to go. Y'all have a I'm sorry. Listen, got to keep it light. Otherwise, it gets too serious. Y'all have a great day. I love y'all. I'm out. Bye bye.